Okay, if you would get homework out on page 669. We'll correct 8.6 and then we're gonna learn section 8.7 today. Pause. I'm gonna turn the page. There are those answers if you did them. Okay, surface area of pyramids. Okay, pyramid, we talked about these in social studies actually, in ancient Egypt. And this is what I was trying to explain a lesson or two ago about the height of a pyramid. When we're talking about volume, you want the height from the peak to the center. If you can see my blue line I just drew. I should get that a little darker. Let me try to get the black one. Okay. The height, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I'm still working on it here. Okay. So for volume, you want the height of the pyramid. So from the peak to the middle of the base, the bottom, like the middle of the room here, the middle of that pyramid. For surface area, we don't want that height. We want the lateral height, which is the outside wall of the pyramid, this pink dotted line. Okay, so it's called lateral face, lateral height. Sometimes you hear it. They're calling it slant height here. So this that they're pointing to is the slant height. And then this is the lateral face, the whole triangle. Okay, so if you want to draw a net of this pyramid, that's fine. So you could start by drawing, like, it doesn't matter how big. Okay, 3 by 3, 2 by 2, 4 by 4, whatever. Okay, and then you draw a triangle. Wonder if I can do that here. Let me just try it with my pen. So if I draw the base, then I want to draw each triangle. Okay, there's my net. Not great with this pen, that's for sure. Okay, so there's my net. So you have one base, and if it's a square pyramid or a rectangular pyramid, you're going to have 4 of the triangles for our surface area. Okay, so they show you this formula here, where P is the perimeter of the base. So they have you, if you want to do it this way, get the perimeter of the base and take that times the lateral height here. Okay? And then you take half of that. Half, because these are triangles. Okay. So here's a model of a square pyramid. They just used their vocabulary on it. Then they drew the net of it. Pause if you want to take notes, write some things down. You should read through that probably. So number 1, find the total surface area of this pyramid. So the area of the base, 4 times 4, 16. Okay, so that's the area that it's sitting on. Now we're going to add half, because it's a triangle, half of the perimeter times 9. The perimeter is 4, 4, 4, 4, 16. 16 times 9 times 1/2. So I'm going to do that on my calculator. You should have your calculators with you today. 16 times 9 is 144. Divided by 2 is 72. Plus the base that it's sitting on is 88. Here's a triangular pyramid, number 2. So when you just remember, when you're finding the area of the base, that's a triangle, you have to do half, okay? So the area of the base, 16 times 16, or 16 times 8 you could have done, because you have to divide by 2. So the area of that base is 128. I don't think that they show you that on there, okay? They have 111. Gotcha. I should have read the problem. The base area is 111 right there, okay? Should have read it better. So that's your base area. Now we need to find the perimeter, which is 16 plus 16 plus 16 is your 48, times your lateral height, your slant height of 20. They're triangles, so take half of it. So basically I'm going to take 48 times 10. You get 480. 480 plus 111 is your 591. Surface area, so they're square meters. Here's another one. Now, same thing. The area of this base is half of 10 times 8.7, so half of 87, and they get their 43.5. Then they want half of the perimeter. We have 10, 10, and 10. And half of that then would be 15. Well, no, we have to do, well, it doesn't matter. So we can do 15 times the lateral height of 12, and we get 223.5. Pause and go ahead and try letter A and B. Okay, so for letter A, it's a square pyramid with the base edges are 5, so 5 times 5 is 25. That's where this comes from. And then you have to do half of the perimeter. 5, 5, 5, 5 is your 20, times your slant height of 8. So I just took 10 times 8 and 80. So 25 plus 80 is 105. 105 square centimeters. For letter B, okay, I showed the work down at the bottom. The area of your triangle is 62.4 because you have 12 times 10.4. Half of that because it's a triangle. Now you have to find your perimeter. 12, 12, 12 is 36. So we need half of 36 times the lateral height, the slant height of 15. So we have 18 times 15 is 270. So the area of the three triangles is 270 plus the area of the base is 62.4. So our answer is 332.4 square meters. So Sal's wrapping the gift boxes, so he needs to know the surface area. They have a slant height of 3 and base edges of 2.5. How many square inches of cardstock is going to be used? They're square pyramids, it says up at the top. Okay, so we find the area of the base. So we have 3 times 2.5, 60 or 6.25, plus half of the perimeter. Perimeter is 10. The slant height is 3. So the surface area is 21.25. Go ahead and pause the video. Try letter C, and that one is a square pyramid. Okay, I showed the work at the bottom here. The base of the square pyramid is 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. So that's where our 4 comes in here at the beginning. That's the area of the base. Okay, now here's the formula. Half of the perimeter times the lateral height. Okay, the perimeter, we have 2, 2, 2, 2, so we have our 8. Lateral height is 4.5, so half of 8 is 4. So 4 times 4.5 is 18, plus your 4, and the answer is 22 square inches. Try 1 and 2 there, and 3. I'll put the answers up here in a minute. Go ahead and pause. Okay, 1 and 2. And then number 3. I'll explain number 3. I even had to do that one twice. Okay, so we have the Washington Monument. The slant height is 55.5 and the square base has sides of 34.5. Okay, so if we take our 34.5 times 55.5, we get 1,914.75. Those are triangles, so we have to divide by 2. We get 957.375, and then how many of those triangles would there be? 4. Take that times 4, and you get 3,829.5. Now, on that one, it's kind of tricky. You don't have to have the area of the base because it tells you that it's the Washington Monument, and they're just looking for the 4 triangular sides on the top, because the base of that triangle is actually part of the monument. It's hidden, it's not shown on the outside. So you just need the 4 triangles. So that one was a little trickier. And then homework 681. Have a good day, everybody.